Hello everyone, and welcome to this brief video explanation about a wonderful organization tool that I use for all of my writing projects called Trello. So I'm going to share my screen so that you can see what it's like. This is my Trello board for my writing project called Leaving Eden. And I wanted to show you Trello because it's perfect for planners and plotters like us. And even if you're not, you might want to get in here just to organize your projects, and not necessarily your book projects, but any project. Vacations, home repairs, home remodeling projects, craft projects, anything. But I think you're going to find that it's very helpful for writing projects. First of all, Trello is a free downloadable app that you can download to your desktop. And then you create a board. Here is my board. And Trello navigates left to right. So see, it goes this way. So let's start at the left side of the board real quick. You create lists in Trello, and here's all my lists. I've created one for the story equation. If you've ever used Susie May Warren's writing resources, she talks a lot about the story equation. You can learn more about Susie's method at novelacademy.com. So here I go down and I have all of my cards about the main idea of my book, the darkest moment scene, the wound, the lie, the greatest fear, and on all the way down. On and on all the way down. Then I have the hero, a whole entire list for the hero, because I need to glean information about him. You can have one about your main character and all the way down. And then I organize it by chapters. 1, chapter 2, chapter 3. And you notice I have 2 or 3 scenes per chapter. That's just how I organize a book. Typically each chapter is about 10 pages and with 3 scenes. So here you can brainstorm what each scene is going to be about. And then according to the story equation by Susie May Warren, you can have the action, objectives, the goal of that chapter, the conflict that's going to be in that chapter, the disaster, the setting of that chapter, the reaction of your main character, the dilemma that he or she has to deal with, and then the decision that she makes at the end of that chapter. So it's an excellent guide. And you see that I have all of my chapters organized that way, and some of them I still have to plot out. So it's great for at a glance. As you're writing your book, you might start to go off in a direction and you think, no, I think I'm starting to go too far away from the main idea. You can go back to your Trello board, look at your chapter scenes, and that brainstorm, that memory of what you originally wanted comes back to you, and you just follow along. But here's the best part. Those of you who are part of critique groups, I have some writing partners that I'm working with, and up here at the top of the board, you can go in and invite people to your board. And you just hit invite and type in their email address that they use, ask them to join Trello. Again, it's free and they just download it, and you can send them the link to your board. You copy it and you put that in an email to your friend saying, hey, I just invited you to my board and we can exchange ideas. Then they can start a board of their own for their project and invite you, and you can go back and forth. So here's the members of my board up here. I've marked it a private board and personal so that only those invited to my board can see the content. Now, adding content, this is how you do it. You go all the way to the end and you can create a list. Let me move my picture out of the way. Here's add another list. You click on it and then you title it. Let's say I'm going to title this one chapter 16. And then you hit add list. Now to add information to that list, you hit add card. And you can type in scene 1 and hit add card. Now to go in and add content to that card, you just click on it. And it opens up for you. And you can go in there and say main character stays at a local hotel and runs into a stranger, and then you can just type all the information that you need there and you hit save, and now that's in the card. Now let's say you want to add more, you can, or if you want to ask one of your critique partners a question, you can just say, hey, can you take a look at this scene? And you can ask them that question. Here's how you do it. There's a little @ sign. You'll see these little icons at the bottom. There's a little @ sign. You click @ and it shows you all the members of your board. So you can highlight each person and click on it, and it adds their name to that card, and they will be alerted via email that you've asked them a question. Isn't that neat? And then you hit save, and there you have it. I'm asking my friend a question about this scene. Another way that you can do it is, you see on the right-hand side, you have all these add to card options. I click on members. There they are again, and I can just click on my friend's name and her little icon appears. I close out. Oh, I also want to add myself so I can see what her response is. And then you close out, and there's my chapter 16 with my scene, and I've alerted my friend that I've added something to my board. So it's so simple to use, so simple to do. And if you need to go back and revise, no problem. You click on cards, you can go in there and edit by hitting the edit button and change whatever you need to change, hit save, and then you can alert the members. I've added to this word, this card here. You can leave them messages and close out, and there it is. They've been alerted. Isn't that neat? Now another thing is, you come up here to the right-hand side, very top of your board, where it says Show Menu. And you click on that, and it gives you all these options for your board. You can add stickers, thumbs up signs, whatever. If you click More, the little ellipsis, click that, and you can hit Watch, the little eyeball icon. Click Watch, and that will alert you to when anybody's added content to your board. So my friends might be in there and looking at my scenes and adding content, and I'm going to be alerted that they're in there. So I can remind myself, don't forget to go on your board and take a look at what so-and-so said. So isn't that nice? You can also copy your board. You can print it and export it. There's all different kinds of things you can do in Trello. So be sure to take a look at all your options here. You close out of there, and voila, I am ready to start writing. So I have found I like this a little bit better than Scrivener. To me, this is more like at a glance, and I can be in there and organize my story. It keeps me motivated, and because I see comments from my friends, I want to get in there at the end of the day and see what they're doing, and then go and work on my I see that I've been alerted that my friends have been in the board, and I want to go in there and add content and open up my book project and start writing. So it's a great way to stay motivated and inspired and get out of that writer's block, right? So I hope that you'll consider Trello. It's so easy to use. I use it at work and for personal projects. Again, it's free, so you can't beat that. You can see it on your mobile phone as well, but I prefer the desktop version. And try it. Try it with your book projects and see how you like it. Send me an email, let me know what you think of it. I hope this little brief explanation video has helped you and inspired you to try new things. If you are a plotter like I am, this is a great way to go. So let me know what you think. Thanks, everyone.